Question Reuven about Dandelion's disappearance without raising any suspicions. And also don't forget to play a game of Gwent with him as well, because I think we can. At some point anyway. Maybe not when we're just first meeting, but perhaps when we're on, I say friendly terms, but when he knows us a bit better perhaps. There's a there it is. There's the view. Oh, okay, that's not too bad a view. Not too bad a view at all. There is a shop here that keeps cropping up on the map. It's called somebody's shop. This could be it, actually. Or maybe it's not. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, Percival Schuttenbach's shop. I wonder if that's just like a front for Siggy Reuven's hideout. As if we're going to be allowed just to waltz on in, you know? As if that's going to happen. What's the other quest say? Go to the bathhouse. So where the hell's the bathhouse? Ah.
Daddy's a witch hunter. That's his old crones.
Somewhere down here? In fact, have we been down in this part of the city? No, we haven't. Check my map here. Yeah, I don't think we have actually been down here before. Sorry, love. Set you flying.
Come one, come all.
Oh, there's the band. Let's do a little jig.
No, no.
Oh, oh, hey, hey. Keep going, guys. I love this music.
From now on, assume you're...
Do, 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 do. Oh, always cheers me up. So here's a bathhouse. Very nice place. Knock.
Anybody there? Open up.
Very violent knock. I've come for some treatments. Facial, manicure, pedicure. A soak in your lovely bath.
What's the fuss? The bathhouse is closed.
Need to talk to the owner. I know he's here.
I'm not sure that matters, as he's terribly busy.
Tell him Geralt of Rivia wants to talk to him.
I cannot promise Mr. Reuven will have time to see you.
Want a bed?
Very well, I shall try. Please wait.
I'm intrigued as to what this Siggy Reuven's going to be like.
Siggy Reuven cordially invites you to join him. I'm happy.
Apparently he was fat and with a peg or a limp or something, wasn't he?
The meeting is in the baths. We will pass through the dressing room so you can leave your clothes.
Excuse
Let's
me?
go.
I'm not here for I was just joking about the treatments. Get undressed and put your clothing in the dresser. Are you serious? Oh my god. If we have to play along, we have to play along here. I'll use this dresser if you don't mind. Okay.
Splendid. Siggy Reuven awaits in the next room.
Very good.
Hey,
Ooh.
white hair. Nice bun you have.
Oh my neck. Siggy Reuven. What have you got going on here? Ziggy, Ziggy, Ziggy! Sorry, where's he gone, the guy? I've lost him. My eyes didn't know where to look. I'm sure Siggy can wait a little bit. Hello, ladies. Oh, excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me.
Won't find any bigger. Oh,
Clear that you've not seen Reuben.
drop this joke.
Gudrun calls it Herberon. Does it leave
Happen the eunuch. The eunuch, eh?
Easy, Cleaver. Whoreson Jr.'s a dead man. I'll have my scribe send you a notice.
You don't have a scribe, and we'll eliminate Junior when, and only when, all of us say aye.
Is that, King of Beggars?
Reuven, your guest.
It is.
Why the fuck you let him in here? Because I want to talk to him. This is Geralt of Rivia.
Good to see you again.
As always, I'm out of the swiving loop. Who the fuck are you?
We could just offend him straight off the bat. Yeah, I'm not here to see you, pal.
None of your business.
Your friend got a death wish.
No, just short on manners. Witches aren't exactly the sophisticated urban types.
Got intruders. Someone just snuck inside the bathhouse. Several men.
What the fuck's he on about? Ploughing fortune teller?
Assassins! Please!
And I'm naked!
Bloody hell. I fucking knew it.
Any weapons tucked away?
Just a few.
Can I use one of them, please? Oh, God. I'm going to pause this a bit. I'm going to pause this.
First ever Barney with my prick hanging out. Ah!
Just for a minute. Just for a minute, because I tell you something I love about this game. You just never know what's going to happen next. I mean, you boot up some sessions and you think to yourself, I wonder what's going to happen today. I've chased Dopplers about the place. I've chased a baby bloody ghost through Crow's Perch. And now I'm fighting a group of assassins lost in a towel. It's just priceless. It really is. What have I got here? A club? I've got to defeat these assassins. Don't worry, guys. Really?
Come on.
They're doing a good job without my help. Out of the way.
We need one alive. Queen Hedvig thought harder than that. Don't worry, stay here. Got it? Together! All together!
Yeah, I don't have the benefit of my gear on, so my signs aren't very powerful. Wow.
Good work, gents.
Terribly sorry for that incident. My security failed. I'll get to the bottom of who, why, and how.
They were Whoreson scum. That's the bottom of who and how right there.
Don't start that again. Especially not in front of our guest.
Do you know what? Do you know Whoreson Jr.?
Thrust in right before they attacked. Coincidence? Why do I doubt it?
I think it's Dandelion.
Let's give him a chance to explain.
I bet Whoreson Jr. is Dandelion.
Not gonna introduce me to your friends?
Good thing Happen's not here. He tanned the hide on my ass for being so rude. Francis Bedlam you know, but then who's not heard of this patron of the fine arts and supporter of entrepreneurs of limited initial means?
This
And
is
the dwarf's Carlo
Cleaver.
Varese, known also as Cleaver. Carlo's in entertainment, mostly.
I'm looking for Whoreson Jr.
Interesting.
What do you want with him?
It's personal.
Geralt takes his privacy very seriously. Spying on him, having him followed, was a bloody nightmare.
Still, he was lots more trusting when he was looking for Marigold.
Gentlemen, you out of your fucking minds? A chat session? Whoreson's out to get us, and he'll succeed, eventually. We've got to kill him first. So by all means, you sit here, soak, fart, and watch the bubbles rise, while I send my boys to Whoreson's hidey holes. They'll make some noise, flush the bugger out. And you, geriatric, or whatever you're ploughing.
Geriatric.
Wanna find Whoreson? Find me first.
Cheeky bugger.
Any clue on Junior's whereabouts? Be grateful for any lead.
Siggy?
It's worth a try. Geralt's got a knack for finding people, and he's discreet, a value in itself.
Leave you to it then.
I'll look in on you tomorrow, Francis. Finish our talk.
So how about we get dressed?
Sure. Then we'll talk. In private.
Do you know the bad thing about all of this? I never got to bathe in a bath.
Never thought I'd be glad to see the man responsible for my taking frequent baths.
If you're any cleaner for it, gotta say it was worth breaking your ankle.
It healed poorly. Can you believe it? I must soak it in hot water at least 6 times a day now. Failing that, it bloody pounds like the bells of Beauclair at dawn.
I had my reasons. Your leg would be fine if you hadn't gotten in my way.
I see. Well, I promise you that if I could go back in time, I'd do things quite differently on Thanet. For example, I'd have my men kill you instead of just tying you up.
Listen, Reuven. No, Dijkstra. Just not in the mood for your code names, passwords, and other bullshit. I'm here on specific business. If you want to listen, listen. If not, I'd rather you spared me your wit and threw me out now.
What's the harm? Talk.
Think Cleaver will find Whoreson?
He might not. But he'll burn down half the city trying. What waste. Leave him to it, I say. Work alone.
Any ideas?
Junior's got areas of the city where he's strong. Penetrate them, look around. But be discreet. None of this speed and fury and swinging your steel cock about.
Okay. Is that the same Dijkstra that counselled Radovid? He's the one that we have a card, don't we? Or we won a card. What's his first name? I can't remember his first name. But anyway, I think it's the same guy. Interesting, eh? Okay.
Pretty clear you and Bedlam don't want a war with Junior. Why?
Let me tell you what I told King Vizimir time and time again. War doesn't solve any problems. It breeds trouble. Trouble you then have to solve by other means. Make no mistake, someone's behind Whoreson's actions. I'll not end him until I know who.
Your partner's aware of your past? They know you're Sigismund Dijkstra, former head of Redanian intelligence?
Cleaver, Bedlam and Junior. Well, I'd call them our partners if we'd built a mill to grind flour for the folk of nearby hamlets. But we just need to stay out of each other's ways, agree from time to time. That doesn't make us partners. Do they know who I am? Was. Bedlam, sure. The others most likely suspect, but we just don't talk about it. No need to.
Makes sense to ask around, I guess. Junior might be in hiding, but he's got to be collecting income. Couldn't afford to cut himself off.
Gambling. That's his big earner. Junior controls the largest casino in town. I'll never forget. Hierarch Hemmelfart raised all kinds of hallowed hell there once. Bugger bet and lost his ruby ring. Then there's the arena in the city's bowels.
Hemmelfart.
Betting scheme generates near as much as the casino. They're always looking for hired muscle there. Suppose you could always search Whoreson's house, though I doubt you'll find him there. Maybe some clue, though.
Casino? I wonder if we can play some games in there. I doubt it, but it would be fun.
Where's Junior's casino?
Near the Temple Watch Towers. Whoreson's got naught to do with the casino officially, so careful what you say. Try not to arouse any suspicions.
And the arena?
Arena sounds promising. Where's that?
Sewers beneath Gildorf, but you'll have to enter through the pits, endure the stench of poverty on the way. Now, Junior loves a good fight. Wager he'd give a lot to see a real Witcher in action.
Okay, I'm beginning to think it's not Dandelion now.
Mentioned Whoreson's got a house. Where is it?
Solid townhouse on Temple Isle, just on the other side of the bridge. Wouldn't wager me knickers on finding him there. Junior's not that stupid.
See if I can't find Whoreson at the casino or the arena. Might talk to Cleaver as well, though.
Do what you will. Just be cautious. Whoreson's expecting payback, I've no doubt.
Thanks for your help, Dijkstra.
Just go, Witcher. And if you can't find the slimy bastard, come and see me. I know him well. Might figure something out.
Ha ha ha! Yes! We're not done yet, Mr. Dijkstra.
From Master Spy to Master Criminal. Interesting progression.
Why? Truth be told, they're awfully similar. Both about maintaining a net of informers, being tough in negotiations, bribing officials, the occasional assassination. Same old shit.
Yeah. Except you used to do that in the name of some ideal. And now?
Now I've decided I've slaved enough for ideals. It's time I worked for myself. And thus far, it's been going rather well.
You in contact with Radovid?
See, you're as witty as ever. No, I'm not in contact with him. I'd prefer it remained that way.
Never quite forgave you for conspiring with Philippa Eilhart?
Radovid doesn't forgive. Not anything. Not anyone. And especially not the sorceress of the lodge.
Philippa Eilhart. Had any news?
Just good.
Meaning?
After Radovid popped her eyes out, she disappeared without a trace. If I've any luck, she's finally eating dirt.
Thought you two were close.
We were, until Philippa sent assassins after me.
Popped her eyes out. That sounds horrific. And before I ask about Dandelion, I'm gonna play a game of Gwent first.
Ever play Gwent?
I do. Gwent's like politics, just more honest. Care for a game against an old master?
Of course I do.
Yeah, let's play.
Oh, here we go. I'm sure it's got a good card for us if we win as well. We're going to have to bust out our strongest deck for this one. Northern Realms. Oh, he's playing Northern Realms as well. So we won't need Biting Frost. Get a Spy back. Clear Weather, Decoy, Spy, Commander's Horn. Nice collection of cards there. Nice collection of special cards. 2 Siege, 3 Siege, Villain Chattermirth. This is a good deck. But we will swap out Sheila in hopes of getting another siege or another spy. Or another decoy. Okay, that'll do. I'm quite happy with this deck. Quite happy indeed. This is going to be a long and drawn out game because we're going to be spying it up, getting more and more cards. Huh, there he is, Sigismund Dijkstra himself. And a medic. No hero cards though. There we go. Now it's taking shape. He's passed on 10 points. We could decoy this card back, or we could just let it go into our discard pile and medic it out instead, because then we can use our decoy to play the medic twice. That's probably a better thing to do. Right, okay. So we need to get 7 more points. 7 more points. I don't want to use that. Don't want to use my siege. So I don't want to use these two. I'm kind of scuppered here. But I can use my medic twice, so I can medic back a siege actually. So if I, I will use a siege, and I will use the blue stripes. I can pass. There we go. Get a card back for winning. Right, I'm going to use my medic to play the spy. Two commander's horns. And then I'm going to decoy. In fact, I'll save my decoy for now, just in case he does play a spy back at me. I could make my mind up whether I want to decoy the spy or decoy the medic. And we have quite a bit of siege anyway, so we'll start putting some of it down, I suppose. Eventually. What's his fall test? Clear weather. Well, we're not going to be using any weather, so that's fine with me. We have this one. We surely have this round. Have this match. Here comes a medic. He can play a spy with that, which means it's a good job I save my decoy. I will use it to get this spy. Biting frost, but I got clear weather. Aha! Lovely! He's going to clear the weather. Okay, it's a weird tactic. He's still got 8 cards left. This is why it's going to be a long game. With all the spies, I just knew we were going to get laden with cards. But I'm still confident we've got this. I'm going to play a siege. I'm going to aim to use my fall test ability this round. Scorch is going to scorch off every 6-point card on the board, which harms him just as much as it harms me. So I'm not overly concerned about that. I'm a little bit concerned, but not overly. He could still have more Scorch cards, so I'm going to play Ian for now. Put down another Siege. It might have been better putting down the other blue stripes. Ooh, that's one hero card I don't have that appears to be available to us. That'd be nice in our deck. I think I'll hopefully maybe we'll get that from him if we beat him. Another hero would be a welcome addition. Not quite so much a welcome addition as a Scorch card, but next best thing, I suppose. Uh-oh. He has 2 cards left. One card left. He's passed. We win. Good game. Bing, bang, bong.
Not bad. See, you don't have Esther Tyson in your
No,
deck.
we don't.
Here.
Yes!
here's yours.
Thank you!
Thanks. Know anyone else I could win some cards off of?
I know an elf you might try. Got an excellent card in his deck. You'll find him beyond the city walls, where the Scoia'tael stragglers have their shanty town.
Looks like we're back in action for the Gwent Big City players. And we've got Esther Tyson, another hero card to add to our deck. Oh, where is he? There he is. A level 10 frontline fighter, which means I can take out a weaker fighter. Sorry, Zoltan. It's time to go. Nice. I like it. Alrighty. So Gwent Big City Players is back online. A member of the Scoia'tael band. So we'll certainly keep that in mind as we progress through Novigrad and beyond. So we can speak to Cleaver, which I suppose we could do. But then we've got a whole heap of places to visit. A casino, an arena, a hideout. See, I think Reuven would know who Dandelion is. So that's why I'm saying Whoreson Jr. is probably not Dandelion after all, because he would recognise him, surely.
Got a minute?
I do. What do you want?
Yeah, without raising any suspicions, just come out with it.
Listen, Dandelion's missing. Any idea what might have happened to him?
Same thing that happens to anyone who steps on Junior's toes.
Meaning?
He's surrounded by splendid virgins who ply him with sparkling wine and pastries stuffed with nightingales' tongues. Come, Geralt, what do you think's happened to him? I reckon he's at the bottom of the Pontar, trussed up with the strings of his own mandolin.
Loot.
Far as I'm concerned, he might as well be rotting down there with a goddamn trombone.
Seem a bit prickly. Something bothering you?
Sorry. I know I've been unbearable lately. But at my age, the menopause, what with hot flushes and violent mood swings.
Dijkstra, men don't get menopause. You know that, don't you?
Yes, you moron. I also know you don't actually give a shite about my problems. What do you want?
You got me. Need work. Thought you might throw some my way. Monster trouble, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Might be able to help me, in fact. And if you did, why then I might be inclined to ask after Dandelion. Establish what happened to him.
And payment as well? Or is that pushing it too far?
I'll get paid on top of that, right?
Nothing for free, eh? Did you bargain this hard when Emma wanted to hire you?
Who told you?
What do you mean, who? Emma did.
Haha.
I could never reveal my sources to you or anyone else. It would be fucking unprofessional. But we've chatted enough. Yeah, I'll pay you. Count on it. So, can I count on you?
Yes, you can.
Maybe I can help. What do you need?
I'd rather show than tell. Picture's worth 1,000 words and all that tripe. Ah, and you do realise, if you say anything about what you see here to anyone, it'll mean a razor between your ribs.
Figured as much.
Excellent. One last request. Oh, let's call it what it is. A command. Don't draw your sword unless I ask you to.
All right. Fancy.
Be so kind as to follow me.
Okay, this is kind of weird. Where on earth are we going?
Oh, Bart! Not again!
Bart.
Not a truck.
Bart, stop that! Now!
Mad. Bart makes Ziggy lose, Jorfin.
Beating your head against the wall won't change that.
Bart hurt. Bart less thinky. Bart less thinky. But sadness.
Where'd you get the troll?
From Zerrikania. Won him. Card game with a camel merchant.
Your jokes are getting better by the minute.
See me smiling? I'm dead serious.
But I bumpy horses. What's there? Siggy Bart take. Good Siggy.
Don't seem to have trouble communicating with the troll. Why'd you bring me down here?
Take note of that hole. We'll come back to it later. And see that door? Vault behind it, until recently filled with Novigrad crowns and countless other valuables.
But God! Then boom! Chorfoot go!
Translating into common, someone fucking made off with nearly 20 tons of my gold.
20
and all the lighter
tons.
stuff. And you will help me get it back.
20 tons? My God! How the earth have they got it out of there?
Fine. I'll help you.
You're not exactly bursting with enthusiasm.
Witcher mutations. They strip us of emotion. I'd be jumping for joy otherwise. All right. Ought to look around. But first, some questions.
I'm all ears.
Anyone see what happened?
Other than Bart? No. And the vault's location is known only to the treasure's co-owners. Well, and the thieves.
What about upstairs? Anything unusual happen in the bathhouse the day of the break-in?
No. Happen swears it was calm as ever. The usual customers, no incidents. Bloody bucolic.
How much was it all worth? Got an approximate idea?
Why the fuck do you care? Figuring your finder's fee. Don't get your hopes up.
Know you too well for that. Just prefer to know what I'm looking for.
3 crates of Nilfgaardian florins, a chest of emeralds, rubies and topazes, silver candlesticks and platters. I could go on.
Shiny Jorfun. Oh, God.
Take it the thieves got in through the hole behind you.
You're a regular fucking master sleuth. Any other brilliant deductions you want confirmed? The year, maybe? Bloody name of Redania's king?
No, but I am wondering, for instance, how that hole got there.
Hole no. Boom. Hole. Bad look won't go. Bad look no. Only sleep. Bad shrooms. Head falls.
Boom. Can you elaborate?
Boom! Big. This like.
I'll elaborate. Explosion. Big enough to blow that fucking hole in the wall, separating the vault from the sewers.
Gotten pretty good at communicating with this troll.
Lots of prior experience. Worked with idiots my whole life.
Bad mushrooms? What's that about?
Pops mold. The spores are highly toxic. One whiff and you're dead. Unless you're a troll, that is.
Yes. But. Troll.
Not talking to you, dimwit. Where was I? Ah, mold spores. They cover the walls of the sewers other side of the vault. Actually thought it was a good thing, you know? A bit of extra protection. Thieves found a way through it.
Bart, you see them?
But through hole. Want see boom. Got what? Breathe. Shroom. Sleep go. Jorfun gone. Bad troll.
Now. Stiff upper lip.
Try to track down the thief yourself?
Of course. Hired this lummox Fons, thick enough not to ask questions. We knocked back some Pop's antidote and entered the sewers. Soon after, I returned alone.
What happened?
Lad started belching something horrendous. I mean, burps with so much mass the walls shook. Told him, Fons, stop. You're in the presence of a count. Well, former count, but still. And then he puked up. Up came most of the antidote. Lost his protection. Tried to pull him out. Then I heard a bubbling. Something crawled out of the water. I value the lives of my men, I do. But I value my own even more. Dropped Fons and ran like hell.
Mind describing this something that crawled out of the water?
No. Doesn't mean I can, though. Air in the sewer's thick with spores. Can hardly see a thing down there.
Must have noticed something. Was it...
No! Didn't notice a fucking thing. Didn't do a taxonomic field analysis either. I know it's an inconvenience to you, but I felt I should get the hell out of there as fast as I could.
Should look around the sewers. Got any more of that Pop's antidote?
I've a few vials left. Got the formula too. Disgusting swill, to be honest. But it'll save your life. Here.
Thanks.
You've naught to thank me for, literally. You're no good to me if you suffocate. Listen, I'll be upstairs if you need me. Sight of this empty vault's giving me an ulcer. Good luck to you.
Oh, down, Bart.
What the hell have you gotten yourself into?
Oh, of course. It was Dandelion that did this. He was planning a heist, wasn't he? Oh, holy shoot. Oh, things have just gotten interesting. Right, I think we're going to end it here. We're going to end it with a quick check of our journal. So we've got, Count Reuven's treasure. Investigate the site of the break-in, which we'll do straight away when we start the next session. And then we can visit all of these various locations for Whoreson Jr., which we'll do after we've done this. But we've also got to speak to Sir Cleaver as well. See what he's all about. So yeah, so much to do, and there's been a fair few developments in this session. It's been a very fun one, I have to say. We've got some bestiary entries. We've got the succubi. This is Salma specifically. Succubi do not usually commit premeditated cold-blooded murder. This is not to say that they are not dangerous. They will at times kill on accident, when carried away on a particularly gushing stream of ecstasy. At other times they kill in self-defence, though they have the look of slender maids from the waist up. Their supple limbs hide incredible strength. They are also invulnerable to fire, with Ignistein included. This presents witches with an intractable dilemma. Does this monster, who wishes men no ill, yet all the same often causes harm, deserve death or mercy? Well, we granted a mercy. Yeah, it's had to let it go 3. Though he could not shake off the feeling that he might live to regret that decision. Oh well, we've made far worse decisions than this in this game so far, so I won't be losing any sleep over this one, to be honest with you. Right, what else have we got? We've got Dopplers. Let's see, this is from the last session. Also known as Vexlings or Changelings, beings able to take on the form of any humanoid or animal they please. This transformation is no mere illusion, able to be shattered with a simple spell, but an authentic and complete metamorphosis. This means no protective amulets or witcher medallions will signal a Doppler's presence. They emanate the same aura as the being whose form they have assumed. This, combined with their incredible intellect and cunning, would make Dopplers supreme assassins or thieves, had not nature endowed them with generous and timid spirits, which make them avoid the shedding of blood at all costs. Oh, so this makes it even worse that we killed the Doppler in the last session, to be honest with you. I was having a bad day, what can I say? And this is Imp. Yeah, after a moment of hesitation, killed him. I'm a little bit, yeah, I'm still not completely happy. Well, there you go. And Spectres, the White Lady. Some powerful emotion must have bound it to that place. Love, hate, anger, blah de blah. We know about Noon Wraiths. She roamed the fields for a long time, murdering anyone she came across. Though the grain hung heavy from the stalks, the frightened peasants were kept from harvesting it and thus faced famine. They gathered their last bit of savings and went in together on a bounty for a witcher. That coin was well spent. Indeed it was. And we have some character updates, and these will be very interesting to read, so we'll just take the time to read them and then we shall call a close to the session. We've got Bart the Troll, guarding Dijkstra's treasure. Could have been the poster boy for the latest craze among Novgorod's wealthy strata, a trend that had swept over everyone from bankers and merchants to underworld crime bosses. The fashion in question prized guards marked not just by fierce loyalty but also by massive size, endless stamina and crushing physical strength. A well-developed intellect, on the other hand, was considered unnecessary and quite possibly detrimental to the guard's performance. To be blunt, a good watchman should be brainless enough to render any thought of betraying his master impossible. That is why trolls, ogres, and as a last result, magic crossbreeds were highly prized for such roles. We got Cleaver. A joke circulates about the back alleys and seedy taverns of Novigrad. It claims the dwarf Carlo Vares, one of the 4 leading lights of the local criminal strata, was in his own way a fierce proponent of racial coexistence. He applied this principle in a somewhat selective fashion, however. Cleaver firmly felt that as an assimilated dwarven resident of the city of Novigrad, he had every right to run his own business. Anyone who had a problem with the way he ran it, or with the nature of his dealings, be they dwarf, human, or halfling, revealed themselves a vile racist. And what was the only fitting thing to do with such scum? Why, feed them to a herd of ferociously hungry hogs, right after he sliced off their fingers with his namesake cleaver. Naturally, such tales could be very well have been mere rumour and slander, but very few had the courage to test their veracity. Cleaver was famed for his hot temper. What boiled in his blood hottest of all, however, were folk who thought they could pull one over on him. No wonder, then, that the attack by Whoreson's thugs riled him somewhat. The violent tirade he directed at Wiley clearly contained not idle threats, but promises he meant to keep, even if doing so meant leaving half a district of the city in ruins. A hot-tempered dwarf that doesn't like to be crossed. Ring any bells? Dijkstra. So Sigismund is Sigismund Dijkstra, the former head of Redanian intelligence and a man Geralt had many dealings with in the past. He had fallen out of King Radovid's favour, and nothing had been heard of him for many years. Now it seemed he had finally decided to emerge from the shadows, but instead of returning to high political wrangling, he dove deep into the criminal underground, and quickly surfaced as one of its leading figures. Though he did not show it, in his own way, Dijkstra respected Geralt, even though the very thought of their last meeting brought a pained grimace to his face. The two had found themselves standing in each other's way during the coup on Thanedd Island. The stalemate was quickly broken when Geralt summarily broke Dijkstra's leg. The spy's life story would make for a positively enthralling adventure tale. A victim of Philippa Eilhart's intrigues, he had been forced to flee Redania at breakneck speed, or have his own neck broken by assassins. For a certain time he sought refuge in far-off lands, but in the end he decided to return to the free city of Novigrad. Well aware of Geralt's extraordinary talents, Dijkstra asked him to help find his stolen treasure. Though Geralt knew the identity of the criminal mastermind responsible, he decided not to divulge this information and set about investigating as if the case were a complete mystery. Wow. So tons of information to process here. Tons of information to process. And the story thickens here. It's getting good. So join me in the next session when we shall carry out our phony investigation. See where it gets us, and also see if we can get any closer to Dandelion's blooming whereabouts. So until then, see you soon.